Sup guys, it's your boy Justin with this month's game review. I'm only doing game reviews monthly. And today we're reviewing the third Trails of Cold Steel game, Trails of Cold Steel 3 for PS4. We're reviewing a console Trails of game that was developed for consoles, not like the other ones where it was developed for handhelds first and they just ported to the like the PS3. We're finally reviewing the Trails of game that where they actually updated the graphics finally. Thank God, because the first two, oh my God, the graphics were so bad. And only for them to update some of the character models, and everything else is pretty much from the PS Vita era. I was like, God damn it, man. God damn it, Falcom, you cheap. I know I'm supposed to remind myself, yeah, they don't have all the money in the world, but like, holy crap, man. At least they updated some of the character models. And they, instead of having motion comic style opening, it's finally animated. Though you would expect that, considering, hey, they put out an anime prequel to this game. Which I don't even know if it came out before or after the game came out. Which this game, I think, came out in 2018. I didn't bother to check. It'll be in the title, okay? So yeah, this is developed by Falcom and published by Nippon Ichi Software. It's a turn-based JRPG. Took me 103 hours and 40 minutes to beat. Holy crap. Holy crap, man. And I played the whole game in high-speed mode, by the way. I played the game in high-speed mode, and it still took me over 100 hours to beat. God damn it, Falcom. So yeah, the game takes place, I think, a year and a half after the events of Trails of Cold Steel 2. Reen Sworzer is still a lapdog of the government, but they kind of let him off. Not once they let him off his leash, but kind of give him more wiggle room. They let him out in the backyard without a leash on, so he can, yeah. They give him some freedom, and he becomes basically a history teacher at a branch campus of Forest Academy, because I guess, you know, he was like, they were done throwing him at wars, basically. Which there is a prequel to this game called I don't even remember, was it the War in the North? I can't even remember, man. Where Reen Sworzer and the Arabonia invaded Northumbria, the country where instructor Sarah is from, where all the northern Jaegers are from, Northumbria. Which there is actually a student at the school is from Northumbria, by the way. I think her name's Valerie. I'm not sure. So yeah, he becomes an instructor, and you get greeted to. Well, at first you only have 3 students in your class, which is Una, Altina, and Kurt Vander. But later on, you get two more students, which is Ash Carbide and Muse, who, oh my God, she takes the place of a most annoying character in this franchise. She's worse than Angelica. She's worse than Elisa. Oh my God, she was the worst. Oh my God. So I'm just gonna rush this review, because even though I'm gonna upload this next month, I just want to get this late. Okay. So yeah, the game is just like with the other games. It's a Persona kind of ripoff. And it's even a step down from the second one, because the second one, it was kind of open world. It's no longer open world. The game is on rails the entire time, where you give classes, you have to take your party members to experimental a facility where you have to fight monsters, and they throw bosses at you. Which why they do this? Other than we did this in the first game, so we have to do this in the new game where it's pretty much basically almost like a soft reboot of the first of the franchise, because it's basically like they're basically redoing the first game, but instead of you being a student, you're a teacher. Which they probably should have made the students the main characters, which they all kind of, except for Altina, Yuna and Kurt basically have main character syndromes. Even Ash to some extent, though he doesn't really show. That's the problem with this game, is that half the class doesn't even join the class until like chapter 3, which there are basically 6 chapters. You have the prologue and the final chapter, which are the shortest ones, and you got 1 through 4. Which, thank God, the post game was not like did not take like 20 hours like Trails of Cold Steel 2. Whereas that was a game where you beat it, you think you beat the game, and then no, it just keeps going and going. It's like, what the fuck? Here, it's like it was short and sweet. It took me like less than 2 hours. The final dungeon took me, because it was like last night, and I played a little bit this morning, so I would say like 4 or 5 hours. So it was not too bad, and the final boss was easy actually, which were in previous games they were pretty hard. But yeah, I should mention, okay, what's going on. So you have the classes, and then you have to explore not the old schoolhouse. This is like a facility run by the grumpy inventor from the last game. I'm totally forgetting his name. Oh my god. And you have like which is my favorite part of the game is the training sessions where they have our characters high school kids get into mechs and battle each other. But it's okay because their weapons are plastic. Or whatever. I forget what they said, but yeah, the weapons are plastic, so it's okay if our characters beat up each other. And then at the end of the month, our characters go on basically field trips where our characters who are high school students basically have to go out on special ops missions, fighting Ouroboros, fighting Jaegers, fighting like cryptids. Are you fucking kidding me? Our characters are noobs. Our characters are basically high school students, and we're just going to go on special ops missions, while the other classes at the branch campus, I guess they do go on. They don't really tell you what the fuck they do. I think they just train. By the way, there's lots of like characters from the first 3 games. The Trails in the Sky trilogy, and you have the Crossbell duology characters. They all show up in this game except for Lloyd. Oh, Lloyd has a cameo. But it's okay because the game constantly recaps you. And so you don't really need to play the other games to get what's going on in this story. You don't really need to, man. And there are story recaps in here. But yeah, like I said, this was almost like a soft reboot. Which, by the way, you start off at level 7, by the way, and the other characters start off at level 5. And by the end of each chapter, you pretty much want to times 10 the chapter number. So basically, at the end of the first chapter, you want to be like level 10. You know, chapter 2 level 20, chapter 3 level 30, chapter 4 level 40. Oh, actually, chapter 4, I was like almost level 50, and I had a hard time beating the final boss in that segment. Which I like. What's cool about each chapter is that you have the boss, and then you have the mech battles, which the mech battles are the most fun part of the game, and you can actually, it's not just solo. You actually have partner mechs. So your students get into mechs and fight alongside you. Though you can only have 2 of them with you at a time, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Though I don't think I ever used Musei once, even though she had a Kestrel, which was a really cool mech. But I hated that character. I really fucking did. I really did. Oh my god. But yeah. Overall, though, the game was good. But we're going to go into our likes and dislikes, and this is where the Trails of fans are going to mass dislike the fucking video. But I don't give a shit. Okay, so, likes. They improved the character models. That's all they fucking did. New cast of characters. The Brave Order system, which a lot of people complain about, that it made the game harder. But once you understand that, okay, you're supposed to use the Brave Orders constantly, especially during boss battles, it really simplifies the strategy of the game, which I really enjoyed it, but like a lot of people suffered from it, had a hard time with it. High speed mode, actual animated intro, new mini games like Vantage Masters, which is obviously inspired by Yu-Gi-Oh, but plays more like Magic the Gathering. And this is where we're gonna get into minor spoilers. This comes with a warning though. If they fucking they actually had the balls in this war drama, this series that's obviously basically a war drama, mecha anime, but done as an JRPG. They finally had the balls to kill characters, and more than one actually, and it wasn't a minor character either. It's like, holy fucking shit! How long have I been complaining during these reviews how retarded it is? These games don't have they don't kill people, kill characters, but it's supposed to be a war drama and there's war and all that shit, and they fucking finally kill characters. They had so many fake out deaths in the previous games where they fake out that this character is gonna die, this character's parents are gonna die. They actually had the balls to kill characters this time. But if they come back, if it turns out that they didn't actually really die, I'm changing the final score. Okay? Back to -1. But as long as everybody who died in this game stays dead in the next 2 games or whatever, when I do eventually play them, which I'm going to play Trails of Cold Steel 4 in a couple months, then we're good. Okay? But if they fucking pull a fast one, because dislike number 1, Crow is not dead. Who was, that was the best part, of the first game. He was the second game. Even though he was my favorite character in the first 2 games, it was such an emotional scene that, it was the best part of the game, right? They brought him back, but it's okay that they brought him back, because it turns out almost everybody, spoiler alert, who is a Divine Knight pilot comes back, is somebody who came back from the dead. So obviously there's some fucking thing going on with the Divine Knights where you can bring back somebody back to life if they're a Divine Knight pilot. Okay, so dislikes. The graphics still look weak. The same background, same character. A lot of NPC character models are the shitty PS Vita character models. Reen, apparently, this is where the game gets the most retarded. Reen had a growth spurt at 20, and not just him, but another character, the Prince. What the fuck? Who? I don't know a lot about biology, right? But I'm pretty sure you don't get a growth spurt at 20. This is such an anime thing. It's a thing where if they just made him look taller, they made him taller in this game, right? I would have just given a pass, who gives a shit? They updated the character models. Of course, they're going to make the character look cooler. I would have given that a pass, right? The fact that they pointed out multiple times, hey, Rin, you got taller the last 2 years, since the last year and a half since I've seen you. What the fuck? He was 17 or 18 in the first game. And now he's like 20. I think he's actually 19 or 20. No, he's 20. And he had a growth spurt. Are you fucking kidding? Oh my god. Now, so fucking dumb. The cross spell, you go to cross spell in this game and they don't have like 2 districts. Yuna has a really dumb reason to hate the protagonist. Though, especially when you find out that the character during the I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, which at first her reason for hating Rin was kind of justified because she's from Crossbell. Okay, I can see why she would hate the Erebonian hero, right? But then you find out that actually Rin saved her during the Crossbell annexation. So it's like, what the fuck? The game actually points out plot holes between Trails of Cold Steel 2 and Trails to Azura. I couldn't believe that shit. Ouroboros is a joke in this fucking game. You fight them so many times only for them to say, oh yeah, we could actually kill you if we wanted to, but we don't actually want to kill you. And everybody knows who Ouroboros is. And they even come a bigger joke near the end where they actually like, oh my god. I don't want to spoil it. Okay. At one point, I accidentally turned on the auto chat button, and I couldn't figure out how to fucking turn it off in the settings or in the help section. I had to Google it. That was retarded. Rin is a massive pushover that gets constantly bullied by his students. And he's a bit of a groomer in this game. Okay, what is it? Too many orphans in a series where nobody dies. I wrote that before the ending. Olivert is adopted? What the fuck? Okay, apparently at one point they said Olivert is adopted, but then later they said no, he's actually he's like he had a different mother, which they said that in the first 2 games. So what the fuck? So is he adopted or was he like, oh my god, I can't. That was retarded. But yeah, you've actually find out the reason why he's not the crown prince. There was glitches and screen tearing in this game, which this is the first game where I actually played a Trails of game where there were actual like glitches and like I wouldn't say bugs, and there was screen tearing near the end of the game. So I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, the final score, and by the way, I did like they actually did tell you what the fuck the Phantasmal Blaze plan is, and it's straight up, they ripped off fucking Evangelion. Oh my god, Xenogears. Oh my god. Xenogears is not the only Evangelion ripoff JRPG. Trails of is now ripping off Evangelion. What the fuck? But yeah, so yeah. 8 out of 10, despite my many nitpicks and the very rushed review, which I don't give a fuck. You guys, oh my god, I'm tired. This game took me. I beat this game within a month. It took me over fucking 100 hours. God fucking damn it. But yeah, 8 out of 10, unless they fuck themselves by bringing back everybody they had the balls to kill off. Which obviously, if you wouldn't have balls then, because we just faked it again. So yeah, if they fucking bring back any of the fucking characters they killed in this game, I'm going back and changing the score to a 7 out of 10. Okay, but yeah, right now it's an 8 out of 10, and I kind of didn't like that the second game was open world, this game isn't, but they brought back vehicles, so you still have vehicles in a game where you can just teleport anywhere. Which, Heimdall, the capital, you can't just run around the city. You have to teleport to the different areas. You can't just go to the other areas, which is like, what the fuck? That was a little weird, but whatever. But yeah, that's it for this review, guys. Next month's review is either going to be Crisis Core or Yakuza Kiwami, which means Ultimate, by the way. It's the remake. Yeah. Sorry this review kind of sucked, but I don't care. I'm tired. Bye.